This is an iHeart podcast.
Wells Fargo seeks broad impact in their communities, focused on supporting customers and communities through housing affordability, small business growth, financial health, and more. Donated over $2 billion to strengthen local communities over the last 5 years. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/saydo. Support includes contributions from Wells Fargo & Company, Wells Fargo Bank N.A., and the Wells Fargo Foundation.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month, we're talking about maritime madams. Whether through scientific study, aquatic exploration, or legendary prowess, they harness the power of the bodies of water that cover our Earth. Today, we're talking about a woman who mapped the marine world, from the tips of icy Soviet mountains to the deepest reaches of the Barents seabed, to rarely seen nooks and crannies of Antarctic glaciers. Her works earned her the moniker, the mother of marine geology. Let's talk about Maria Klenova. Maria was born in 1898 in Irkutsk, a large city in Siberia, a huge region mainly in northern Russia, full of vast expanses, harsh climates, and lots of snow. In the 1920s, Maria became part of a new class of women called to study at the Soviet State Oceanographic Institute, a career that had previously been reserved for men. Thus began her career in marine geology, the study of the Earth's ocean floor. Maria focused on the floor of the Barents Sea, a large, shallow body of water split along the northern coasts of Russia and Norway. Using measurements collected by colleagues out at sea, Maria set to creating a topographical map of the area under the water. In 1933, she produced the first seabed map of the Barents Sea, complete with an analysis of the seabed's geological history. During World War II, Maria put her knowledge to use as the head of the Department of Marine Geology. She and her team produced hundreds of maps of northern seabeds to guide Soviet military operations. Maria's biggest challenge came in 1957. That year, scientists around the world were planning their research exhibitions for the International Geophysical Year, a year-and-a-half-long project to study the Earth's atmosphere, surface, and oceans. Thousands of scientists from 12 countries planned projects with a special emphasis on the planet's southernmost tip, Antarctica. And yet, not one woman was registered among them. At that time, there were many bans in place that kept women from visiting the Great White Continent, unless they were married to male explorers. Maria had been turned away from previous ocean expeditions because of her gender. The idea of women entering these male-dominated spaces, like whaling boats, was shocking to society. But Maria wouldn't miss out on this opportunity. She got herself a spot on the first Soviet Antarctic expedition and became the first woman to carry out work in Antarctica. In preparation for the International Geophysical Year, the Soviets first needed to establish a station from which to research. Maria was part of that group, spending 1955 and 1956 on the east coast of Antarctica. They set up a station called Mirny. Then, in 1957, with Arctic work already under her belt, Maria set off on the research vessel Obi. She and the crew broke the ice along the Antarctic coast of Macquarie Island, following the crags of the frozen land to create an image of the seabed below. She became the first woman to step on Macquarie Island. Later on, her literally groundbreaking work in the Antarctic would help create the first Antarctic Atlas. It was a 4-volume work published in the Soviet Union that laid out previously uncharted areas of the Antarctic coast. After finishing up with the OB, Maria headed to Wellington, New Zealand, and then back up to the Soviet Union. There, she kept working on making maps of the seabed, from all she'd learned from the North Pole to the South. Maria died in 1976. Today, Maria continues to mark the world she spent her life mapping. She has lent her name to Klenova Peak in Antarctica's Sentinel Range, Greenland's oceanographic Klenova Valley, Brazil's Klenova Seamount, and for good measure, Klenova Crater on Venus. All month, we're talking about maritime madams. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
Wells Fargo seeks broad impact in their communities, focused on supporting customers and communities through housing affordability, small business growth, financial health, and more. Donated over $2 billion to strengthen local communities over the last 5 years. Wells Fargo, the bank of doing. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/say-do. Support includes contributions from Wells Fargo & Company, Wells Fargo Bank N.A., and the Wells Fargo Foundation.
Residents at Brightview Senior Living Communities enjoy enhanced possibilities, independence, and choice. Brightview Dulles Corner in Herndon and Brightview, Great Falls, offer vibrant senior independent living, assisted living, and memory care services through various daily programs and cultural events. Chef-prepared meals, safety and security, transportation, resort-style amenities, and high-quality care. Everything you need is here. Discover more at brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal housing opportunity.
This is an iHeart podcast.